We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the Blues. We love you, what more can we say?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It was Edgar. I feel like you guys feel out there. Matty, have your moment, mate. It's all yours. The floor is yours for the next 2 minutes. It's yours. Off you go.
Go on, laugh.
Don't you just feel great being a Blues fan? No, I know you boys feel. We took the same defeat the week prior to Southampton. So anyone who wants to go halves on a box of after eights with me, I'm sweet with that.
Well, they'll be after fours then, won't they, if you're going halves on them?
Hey. That can be some
But it's not just Blues. It's happened to you guys. It's happened to Southampton, Arsenal, the scumbags up the road. They've had an 8-0 kick in.
Yeah,
it could happen to anybody, any time. I think it was just.
It might be a sports radio thing, like it's our teams.
Yeah.
I think now,
teams.
Chris, and you'll remember the 90s and the 80s and the times that we had. I think this Saturday is possibly the lowest point that football club has ever got to. If you guys out there can think of a lower point than this, then
not,
please
no.
please put it on the shout box.
Was it Altrincham Albert Church? Was it?
Oh,
that was.
We've had some horrendous moments. Kidderminster, I was there at that one.
Yeah, but yeah, no, you're probably right. Probably is.
I think it was.
Was it the highest ever defeat at
the highest ever defeat at St Andrews since the club was formed in 1875, and there you go.
Fantastic.
And it happened.
And the
on
Blues
Saturday.
fans were still singing apparently.
They weren't. It wasn't apparently. It was absolute. Yeah. They were. They were just.
What were you singing this weekend? Clark?
Absolutely. No, we're not keeping right onto the end of the road, mate. Joys and sorrows and all that. You know what I mean? We fight to the end with Birmingham City, but unfortunately the players didn't take it on board, and they just bowled over. And again, from all accounts,
bit like Vito Manone, the second goal.
Crazy situation. No, I just nipped into Burton to pick some things up, right? And I thought, check my Twitter account quick, and literally within 3 minutes, Edgar, sorry about that, it was my fault early. Edgar sent off, and then 1-0 down, 2-3. By the time I picked my stuff up, it was 4. I thought I'd get in the car and go home. Got home and it was 8. 8. The first person I thought of was you, mate. Believe me. I thought I'm going to get a drubbing on Monday, aren't I? Yeah. But I did warn in last week's show. You Lee Clark out. There you go. You got what you wished for. Maybe that's the lesson. But maybe this is the rebirth. I don't know.
Maybe it's annual every week.
Oh, mate, I tell you, we've got the Dingles next as well away. They're joint top of the league, are they?
Didn't they come? They came behind from
Leeds. Yeah, beat Leeds.
Yeah, beat Leeds 2-1.
Yeah. So I think they're joint top of the table with Derby, aren't they?
Yeah.
So there we sit second from bottom.
I mean, I know teams get a good bit of a boost like when the new manager comes in, but can't see it happening.
Don't you think it's weird as well how Wolves were kind of in a Blues situation like 12 months ago?
Well, they weren't. I mean, they weren't in the same situation as us. I mean, their owners had stupidly invested in the stadium and in property, and instead of investing in the football team,
they went down to third tier.
They went down to third tier.
Performance.
They've spent £1 million, and they are sitting on top of the Championship. Right, in a spot that is, if this at this present point in time was the end of the season, would be automatic promotion. Right, and they've spent round about £1 million on that team since coming back up.
Best $1 million the Wolves have ever spent.
Where's it all gone wrong?
I don't know.
There was a time where it was Blues, Baggies, Villa, the best 3 teams in the Midlands.
Well, there was a time, and me and Chris can remember this, when the old First Division, which is the Premiership now, was made up of Blues, West Brom, Coventry City, the Dingles, and you'd spend your Saturday travelling to the other side of the Midlands to go to a football game.
Now I'm looking at teams over the Midlands. You've got just over the past 5 years, you've had Wolves go down to League One. You've had Coventry lose their stadium. Obviously Blues' current situation.
Yeah.
Of course, Villa haven't scored in.
They've scored some great
They've scored
derbies,
four all year, haven't they?
That's right.
They've scored 4 all year. Yeah. Any suggestions on the shout box as to what Blues should do for that absolute dire performance on Saturday. Should they make any kind of gesture for the next game? I don't know, drop a ticket price, give you a free pie or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know if we can get onto that subject regarding whether they should give them their money back. I mean, there was talk of it, and
we've got no money to give. We've got no money to give back.
I think
Chris.
you're right. There's some sort of gesture should be made, even if it's like a scarf or a shirt or a free
get
game.
11 players out, get 11 fans out the crowd and see what they can do.
After what? Sorry.
Yeah.
Get 11 fans out the crowd.
Yeah.
See if they can do better.
Yeah.
There's
no excuse though.
Professional footballers, mate. They pull on a shirt with a badge on it. You play for the badge. You don't play for the name on the back, right? We'll remember that. We're the ones that will remember the name on the back. You play for the badge on the front. That's what you turn up for. That's why you get paid. I don't know what they get paid, but even if they only get paid £3,000 a week, it's still a lot of money in my book.
It's more than what I'm on.
Almost as much as you're on, Chris.
Yeah. Do you think it's true that Newton got turned down?
So I'm led to believe.
I'm
I'm led to believe that he's being turned down for the job. There you go. I don't know the reasons as why yet. We will try and find out during the course of the show. Oh, and don't forget, the certain team up the road are playing at 8:00. We'll try and keep you updated on the score on that one. If you could keep your eye on that for us, Matty.
Yeah.
Good man. Because with no GA today.
No.
I didn't even bother doing my introductions today. Matt is in the studio. Greetings, mate. Mate.
Yeah, greetings.
Mate.
Eight. We could be the S Club 8.
Yeah. Yeah, they're reforming again, S Club 7, aren't they?
They are, yeah.
Yeah.
Look forward to that.
One of the two groups I've ever seen in my life.
The three.
Yes, that is a
and
confession.
You've just admitted
that is a confession. I've opened up on Sports Radio. I'm one of the two groups that I've seen in my life.
No comment.
Oh, beg your pardon, three. No, three.
Three, oh, right.
Yes, three. And if you can guess the other two, I'll give you £1,000 each.
Oh, it's going to be something really... They were going to be really dire.
Big in the 70s, I'd come back in the 80s.
Okay. Are we talking like... we must be talking sort of glam rocky.
No.
Or
Disco,
Elvis
more
Pre-
disco.
Oh, right,
yeah.
You'll have to give us a few clues.
I saw him at Miss Moneypenny's in Birmingham in Hampton Street. There you go. I saw him at Miss Moneypenny's in Birmingham on Hampton Street.
Chris Brown busking uptown.
Mate, it was the real thing.
Oh, the real thing.
The real thing. I went to
You
see
to
them.
me,
Yeah,
I'm
everything the sweetest song that I could sing. Oh, baby. Why are we in such a good mood?
I don't know. I ain't got a clue.
And the other group that I went to see was Tears for Fears at the NEC, I believe.
Oh,
right.
Yeah, I like them.
And again, that's going back. Everybody wants to save the blues. We could change that, couldn't we?
Unfortunately, Doco's in, so stand by your bids.
Doco's in as a guest tonight. Good evening, fellow plebs. Just got home, hurling abuse at Cadiz grounds and Novak.
Well done.
Right, okay. Is he been at the training ground then?
It must have been, yeah. All those poor blokes. Spaghetti Hoops said its next game is only £10.
The next game is only £10. That's the Watford game, is it?
Well, let's if you can reiterate on what it's on about. Yeah.
Oh, gosh, a public apology to my son. I couldn't get him a ticket to the Wolves game, and it's his birthday on Saturday as well. So sorry, Scott, but happy birthday. Well, I think it's live on TV anyway, isn't it? 2,000 Blues fans going. It should be a good atmosphere, and I think they've
sellouts, isn't it?
Yeah, certainly for the away end. I think it'll probably be near on a sellout round the ground. I would have thought,
Yeah.
And they're picking up, very good crowds as well, the Wolves, aren't they?
Yeah, 26, 27,000.
Like 13 the weekend. Just to remind everybody that nobody predicted the right score of the weekend, so the coat is still hanging on the door. The closest was a 3-2. That's from George B, and a 3-1 from Alvaro. So unfortunately, nobody wins the coat this week, so I'll file that one back in the drawer. And we'll go on to the Dingles away on Saturday at the Molyneux. And let's have some predictions on the shout box, please, as to your score and your attendance. Chris, what do you reckon?
Okay, well, I'll go for a 2-0 Wolves.
And your prediction is a home win, then 2-0.
Yeah.
Yep, Matty?
You go next.
I'm going next. I'm going
to crowd.
Yeah, go for a crowd as well, please.
I'll go for 25,800.
800. I'm going for 27,241, and I'll go a 3-1 loss. And I rarely do that, Chris. That's just how I feel at the moment.
Well, I can't say it's winning, but it's about...
Matty, come on then, buddy.
3-0 Wolves.
3-0.
20,500.
20,500.
I don't know, I was just looking at the last home game that they had About 18,000.
Oh, okay.
Bear in mind, they are going to want to score 8.
Oh, where's that?
This
Where's
happened
that?
last week, Chris, didn't it? I can't find the phone anywhere.
Oh, yeah, it's here.
It's for you. There you
Chris
go.
Houghton, that is.
Yeah.
Why didn't I get that job?
Once in an interview. Oh dear. So Doco says it's the first time in 50 years I left a match early and went down to the roost after the 4th goal, and it was on in there. Just couldn't get away from the flaming game. Grrr. Yeah, it was all a bit unfortunate, really, wasn't it? But I think it was just one of those things that was going to happen at some junction. We were just going to get tonked and turned over. Maybe just as well that it happened when it did. With the Gary Rowett can surely do no worse. We can't lose 9-0 on Saturday, can we?
I don't know. I couldn't get sacked after one game. Has anyone been sacked after one game?
Oh, probably. Chris Pugh's going 1-1 draw. Keep them coming in, guys. 1-1 draw and 27,840. And there was another one in Rock and Roller 1-0 to Blues. But I do need a prediction on the crowd as well. No, he's going 1-0 to Blues, so that's 0-1. Okay, so if Rock and Roller could put in a prediction on the gate, and what it is, predict the score correctly and get 200 either way of the actual attendance, the actual reported attendance, and there's a £50 code hanging on the door for you. Sorry?
Still nobody's won.
Have you sorted the phone out now, Chris?
Yeah. It's sorted, yeah. It wasn't Chris Houghton.
Wasn't it?
No. It's Gary
was
Rowett.
it?
Gary Rowett.
Gary Rowett.
Yeah.
And what did he want?
I can't disclose her.
He wants his carpets cleaning, mate, doesn't he?
Yeah. He wants to join the carpet cleaning club.
Rock and Roll, thanks, buddy. 24,003. 24,003. Keep them coming on the shout box. You can do it on Twitter. You can do it on Facebook account. And
have you got the Alvaro 4-4 draw?
Alvaro
4-4.
4-4.
He's expecting a few
And,
goals. 23,000.
23,000.
Exactly.
Wow. 23,000. Now, I think there's going to be more than that, personally.
You never know, do you?
Midlands Derby, and it's the only one we get this year.
Yeah.
Is it pretty much? Not many around, is there? Like
No, can't think of anyone else.
Because
We're not-
if you count the East Midlands, you've got Forest and Derby.
No, I don't count the East Midlands.
No. Leave them over there.
Yeah.
And Mansfield.
No.
I've left Mansfield now.
Am I from the East
Have you?
Midlands?
You're not with them anymore?
No, it's...
Matty, breaking news and you didn't give it us, man. What's going on, man? What's going on?
Why is that then?
Dun, dun, dun. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a sports radio announcement.
Have you been poached?
Poached by SBR.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, the travelling was just too much.
I suppose
it is a long way.
The price it was like £24 there, £24 back.
Oh, right, yeah.
So,
What's the same for me? It's I think I think it's a 104 mile round trip I do every Monday night. So that's dedication for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
104
It's
mile
not
round
worth it,
trip
Mansfield, I think,
every
was
Monday
like
night.
82 miles
Yeah.
there and 82
Oh,
miles.
it's certainly further from where I am, but you know, like the round trip is 104, and it is a big commitment, mate. You know, it's a big commitment. So, but I'm no intentions of leaving SRB yet, Chris. If that's all right with you, mate.
No, you can say, mate. Don't worry,
Smash it
mate.
nicely on a Monday morning.
Let's rock.
So what else have you got in the pipeline then, Matt?
I don't know, I'm just still like trying to get my gut feeling off the ground at the moment.
Right.
And obviously I'm trying to line up a podcast for you guys.
Yes. We'll whenever you want to do it, you let us know.
Doco
We'll get
in.
sorted. Oh yeah, Cadiz, Novak and Grounds were at the club shop meeting.
And he's going 4-0 to Wolves.
To cheer up the
and
score.
28,591. Right, go read that again, Chris. Sorry, do beg your pardon.
He said Cadiz, Novak and Ground were at the club shop meeting fans this afternoon to cheer up the school kids on half-term holiday. No wonder the Samaritans helpline was engaged.
Ouch. Dear me. Doco, I mean, could you give us some indication as to how they kind of like what their persona was like? You know, were they in a cheery mood, or were they as downbeat as what we are? I mean, we're trying to joke away this tonight and have a bit of a laugh about it, but we got to make. I took all that back. What you got to bear in mind is that Birmingham City got beat 8-0 the weekend. 8-0. Never happened before at home. I know we can't win at home, but we can't surely lose at home like that either. Surely not. And what?
They even picked a man of the match.
Who would be so embarrassed to go and pick that award up?
No, it was
Who was it?
Robinson.
Robinson got man of the match?
Yeah.
Oh, dear me. Oh.
And he turned up as well.
Spaghetti Hoops is going 2-1 to the Blues, and I need a prediction on the crowd, please, Spaghetti.
Yeah,
Dear.
yeah. There was a man of the match, and Robinson he came in.
Crosby Card. What Crosby Card is from? Does anyone know where Crosby Card is from? I don't quite understand that, Chris. Do you?
No.
Crosby's he was certainly from up Lee Clark's neck of the woods because he got that kind of twingy accent. Hadn't he?
He actually had a run as Sunderland manager, in I think it was 91 to 93.
Right. Okay. So there you go. Thanks, Spaghetti. 27,250.
I think he had a stint in Nils and Nash and Young's band as well, didn't he?
What? Sorry.
I think he had a stint in. I'm not going to repeat it.
Crosby.
Rubbish.
Crosby, Stills and Nash.
Yeah.
Wasn't
And
it?
Young for a bit.
Crosby. Oh yeah, it was Crosby, Stills and Nash and Young, wasn't
For
it?
a bit,
for a good while. Yes.
Neil Young, yes.
See how we diversify on this program, mate.
I know
We'll
music.
talk about anything tonight because we've got
Yeah.
tonked.
We're
We don't
gonna
care
have to.
now. We don't. Oh, Doco, I'm glad I didn't go. Right, so Doco's saying that he didn't actually go, but it was on the official Blues page. Okay, first thing Rowett should do is bring in Doyle and make him captain. Chris, I applaud that. I absolutely 100% wholeheartedly agree with you.
And why? Why should he do that?
I just think Randolph's gone off the boil, and I think he's a leader. He does, great shots
Yeah.
up at, and he had a cracking game against Bournemouth.
No.
You nearly had your coat tipped on your head then. He had a good game when he came in against
And he's wearing more red than normal as well. Have you noticed? He's wearing more red than normal.
And there's one red.
It's just not on, is it?
Bolton.
Yes, Bolton.
Yes, Bolton.
Yeah,
Bolton
Bolton.
Wanderers,
Yeah.
So I'll go back into my archives and find out the the information that is necessary to keep the fans entertained out there. Yeah, he had a good game against Bolton, so I would do it, definitely. I would definitely do it. Definitely do it. Would you do it?
I would. Well, I'd like to see just a change in general as an outsider, and
You're hardly an
something
outsider now,
different.
Matty. You're a member of the family, dear boy.
I'm trying to think what changes he can make.
Well, he could bring Spectre and Will Packwood back into the fold.
Yeah, what happened to Packwood?
Just
he just-
left on the bench, isn't he? Just left.
He was the next rising star. He was.
Yeah. Look, I don't think Gary Rowett is a fool. He looks a typical football manager. He's got that persona about him. He's got that way about him. Yeah. And I think by the time and how much time do you give a guy? We're in trouble already. Very difficult situation that we're in. We've got nothing to work with. We've got no money. Now, does he go out into the loan market and bring a couple of loanees in?
That's what it can do, really, doesn't it?
Well, and he may well already have his fingers in some pies for all we know. He probably has, right? Now he starts.
I know it's like League Two, but why don't you ship in some Burn players?
Because that's what we've got at the minute. No disrespect to any player at Burton Albion whatsoever. We've got a bunch of League Two and Scottish rejects at the minute. That's it. Yeah.
I dare say
I'm not being nasty,
will bring somebody in. I reckon he will bring somebody in probably from Burton.
I'll tell you what I'm very interested about though, Chris, is the Gary Rowett connection along with Kevin Summerfield, Mark Sale and Kevin Paul, who are all ex-Blues players. Some of them around the dog-eared period that we had last time, but at least they're going to be in a position where they understand already what a Birmingham City fan is about,
Yeah.
So there's going to be
Paul,
four people there. Yeah, Kevin Paul, he was good.
He plays in all the
Four people in
yeah.
charge of the club who have had connections with the club previously. Now, I don't know whether they are or they're not Birmingham City supporters or this. I haven't got a clue. But I think it's interesting to find, that this connection has been made again, and I'm going to be quite intrigued as to how it starts to pan out.
Yeah.
But
Paulie still plays in the Blues Legends as well, so the
Does he?
association's still there.
right,
yeah,
so he's still very associated.
Yeah,
Then,
it's good
do
stuff.
we think Rowett will start Caddis in midfield versus Wolves? I think Rowett will probably take Caddis aside, yeah, and have a word, because look, Caddis was our saviour last year, right? Without that Caddis goal, we would be in League Two now, without a shadow of a doubt, right? So last year he was a hero. This year he had a chance. This week he had a chance to pull one back on a penalty and duffed it. Right. every player misses penalties. Now, I remember a certain player from up the road missing one for England, and I never, ever, ever got over that. Never got over it. But every player will miss a penalty from time to time. Every player will go off the ball from time to time, and every player will have good form from time to time. So I think you'll perhaps sit him down and have a an art to art and a man to man with him. And I do think you'll play him on Saturday.
Yeah, I agree. I think I will. Yeah. Doyle has been there longer than 50% of the crowd now.
Absolutely.
He deserves to be
He has,
focal
though.
point
He really
for
has.
us.
He's just been there forever, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's like the next Mike Taylor.
Yeah, Mike Taylor. We've had some great goalkeepers, we have, I tell you.
Oh,
Really
man, through the years.
Technically, you have
yes, we have.
David Seaman, Joe Hart, Ben Foster.
Yeah.
So,
Tony Cotton, yeah.
Well, then name a select few more.
Yeah.
Just to name a select few, you've had Seaman.
No,
Foster.
yes, name some more then.
Yeah, we have, haven't we? Art. Then it all goes downhill before all
Blatchford.
that. Yeah.
Dave Blatchford.
Yeah, Gary Sprake. And
Gary
that's it.
Sprake?
Yeah, Gary Sprake. I know. Probably the worst goalkeeper we've ever had, Gary Sprake. Oh, dear. But there you go.
Yes,
Crikey, the time's going, isn't it?
it is. We've got Capo on just after the half-time today.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, cool. Sweet as a nut. Docanez says he feels sorry for Gary Rowett because he will have no money. Well, he knows that. And he's stuck with the Clark legacy of second-rate players until the January transfer window. I will give him a good chance, and if we are relegated this year, we should get behind him so we can rebuild. Like he was saying in the rugby show a little earlier, that, Gary Rowett has got an opportunity to become a Blues legend, a Blues legend with his managerial career. Now, if we go down, whose fault will it be, Chris?
Well, if we go down, it's the owners' fault.
The owners and the previous management team.
Yeah, of course.
Right?
Yeah.
If we stay up, whose fault will it be, Chris? Or who will be accredited
Well,
for
he'll be a hero.
Absolutely.
He'll be a massive hero. So he's in a great.
He is in a good position.
Really.
He is in a good position. But January is looming. It's only 2 months away.
Yeah.
So can he, remould and reshape this team that,
Can he hold on?
he's got? Can he hold on for 8 weeks until that window opens? And then can we hold on to the likes of Damari Gray and the likes of Kobe Arthur and others, Packwood and Spectre?
Birmingham City dismissed.
We have to
everything
get into a
connected
position
with
where we are
those.
not leaking players out of that football club, especially when they're coming through our academy and we're spending all that time, effort, resource and money on making good players, good young players, for somebody just to come and go, that's mine, thank you. I'm on one tonight, Chris. I'm on one tonight.
Yeah.
Jim Montgomery, best one, a brilliant goalkeeper.
Jim, yeah,
well,
good
white
job.
curly hair, didn't he?
Jim.
Sorry, who did
Ex-Sunderland.
He came from
Who did
Sunderland.
you play for
Sunderland.
when we won the 73 FA Cup?
Sunderland. Just going
That was a great FA Cup final, that was.
Sunderland Leeds, wasn't it?
Yeah. I remember,
I wanted Leeds to
crying
win.
at that.
I wanted Leeds to win that final.
Yeah.
And then I had kind of a little soft spot for Leeds for a few years after that. Not in any kind of great way, but
That's simple.
yeah.
Bob Stoker.
Because the rest of my family, we were watching the cup final on black and white TV with the big knobs, as you remember back then. And we're watching the cup final, and cup final day, back in its day, was just the highlight of the year for a football fan. It was just incredible.
Oh, yeah.
You should get onto YouTube, Matty, and download some old school cup finals and go through and just watch them. And it would dominate everything you did at school for the 2 weeks before. When you knew what two teams were playing, half the school would be one team, half the school would be there'd be massive brawls and fighting and everything in the playground. It was brilliant. And it was all done. And then when the game was over, it was all back
And when you
to
got older, it was like
then
BBC or
you-
ITV. Which one are you going to watch?
But the FA Cup would dominate the TV for the week coming up to it. There would be interviews going around the towns or something. I don't know, they still do that now, Sky Sports and this and that. But then they used to have this bit of scaffolding stuck in the middle of Wembley Stadium with a chap on it with his white coat. Do you remember him, Chris?
Yeah.
Can't remember his name. If anybody out there does remember his name, let us know. And he would be winding the crowd up an hour or so beforehand. And then, of course, you'd get to that typical defining moment where the crowd would sing "Abide With Me," which is the closing hymn of football. And you just have goosebumps from head to toe, man. It was brilliant. And now it's just so commercial and like it's not made up to what it used to be. It's watered down. You get teams, and I'm not going to take part in it this year. Manchester United, shall I name them?
Yeah,
Foul, horrible, vile
really
club.
Terrible.
Foul, horrible, vile club. Not
Terrible impersonation.
Not
That
good.
wasn't an
Enjoyed in
impersonation
the
of
FA
Alex
Cup.
Ferguson, was it?
Huh?
I've never heard Alex Ferguson talk like that.
Yeah, Man United killed the cup. I agree with you, Chris, that season. They opted out of it in 2000, I believe, to play in the Club World Cup. Be interesting, Matt, if you could do a bit of research as to how Man United did in the Club World Cup in 2000, mate, and we'll let everybody know that as well. But yeah, it rocked to the heart and the soul out of the FA Cup the year that Manchester United decided, I'm going to play in the FA Cup this year.
That's Alex Ferguson,
it's
by the
my
way.
handbag.
That's Alex Ferguson.
Do you know what, Chris? Chris, if I'd have been... I've had an answer off the FA, by the way.
Oh,
I'll come to it in a minute. I could have done a drum roll.
Yeah.
If I'd have been in charge, right, I'd have said, well, you don't want to play in it this year. For the next 10 years, we don't want you to play in it. Off you go. Cheerio. This is football. This isn't Manchester United. Right, how did they get on, Keller? Have you got it?
2008.
No, 2000, I think.
I think it was 2000.
Might be 2008. Have a look.
They won the 2008 one.
Oh, also.
Doco is saying, oh, by the way, Rowett out.
Yeah, I wouldn't know long.
Yeah.
And going back to goalkeepers, Ben Foster was a great goalkeeper. Still is a great goalkeeper.
Ad lib for a minute, Chris, because I'm going to try and find someone out here.
Where has Ben Foster gone to? Do anybody know? I thought he was out on loan.
That'd be...
Am I wrong?
Yeah, no, it's the other one, wasn't it? The young one who went to Stoke. Yeah, Jack Butland.
Got on loan to Derby.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Oh, Manchester United 2000.
Right.
They got knocked out. They were in the same group as Vasco da Gama and Necaxa and South Melbourne, and they finished third.
Well, there you go.
Out of 4 teams.
Justice.
So they finished third out of 4 teams.
Knocked out on goal difference to a Mexican team called Necaxa.
Cool.
Shame, really. Money.
I love the
it's all
internet.
money.
I love the speed that you can just get things. You know what I mean? It's like,
I know, yeah.
Back in the days of Dwight York, Andy Cole and all that.
It used to be so difficult to get them porn sites. Now it's so
I know,
easy.
I know.
It's so easy.
Don't forget, guys, if you want to have a go at the competition this week, it is for a £50 coach. It's still hanging on the Sports Radio door. As we said, nobody won it this week, so it's entirely down to you. All you got to do is guess the score and get 200 either way on the attendance, and it's yours. It's absolutely yours. Right, okay, we're just going to go for a little half-time break now. We'll see you afterwards. Take care. Keep listening in, guys.
We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? Birmingham's a team down at St Andrews. We are all supporters of our team. We chanted Super Blues, ringing all around. Now all you blue boys know what we mean. We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say?
Welcome to Untamed 2, the very best from the new and emerging artists.
When you're feeling so far away, never see you every day. Not forever, but the meantime, just wish I could get the sign. See you whenever I like. That's the way I wanna live my life, baby. I want to care and be cared for now. That's the way I wanna live my life, baby. When I'm in trouble, it knocks upon my door. Happiness will answer. We don't need you no more. I wanna be yours, and you could be mine. That's the way I wanna live my life, baby. That's the way I wanna live my life, baby. I want to live and be me now. That's the way I wanna live my life, baby. I need a girl who wants the same things too. Someone to help me to make all my dreams come true. I wanna be yours, and you could be mine. That's the way I wanna live my life, baby. That's the way I wanna live my life. That's the way I wanna live my life. That's the way I want. That's the way I want to live my life.
We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? Birmingham's the team, down at St Andrews. We are all supporters of our team. We chanted Super Blues, ringing all around. Now all you blue boys know what we mean. We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? Let's see you in the cup, singing our song, helping and sharing the load. It's worth the pointed roll when we sing together. We're there at the end of the road. We are the lads from the Tilton.
Welcome back to the Tilton Talk Show. It's Monday evening, just after 8:10 in the evening. Update on the Queen's Park Rangers score, Matt, please. Have you got it?
Yeah, it's just goalless at the moment.
Goalless at the moment. Okay, come on, Queen's Park. Right, it's a good job the microphones were switched down a minute there, Chris, wasn't it?
Why? Oh, yes.
Well, we won't go into it.
No, okay.
Okie doke. Right, as always, we've got our inimitable little Mr. Capo on the line. How you doing, buddy?
I'm alright, yes.
I've been better. I've been better.
I take it you
I've
didn't.
already got it out of my system, so it's all good.
Oh, you didn't
How did you get it out your system, Capo?
Well, I went on free radio this morning. They wanted to speak to me, so...
Right,
I let it
okay.
all out then.
Who did you get to speak to there?
What's the names? The breakfast show people. I've completely forgot the names.
I've never heard it.
I find it's very difficult to pick up around my area. I can't, I've got to go to the top of the hills and get it, so...
Coat hanger.
Coat hangers, yeah. Done that before, have you?
Yes.
Coat hanger in your car,
That's
Ariel.
Yeah, I've done it on TV as well.
Right, Capo, what's your week consisted of this week then, lad?
Well, this weekend I've been in Wales for a little break.
Very
Last
nice.
week, just doing my normal Channel K stuff, getting everything back on track. This week, hopefully, I should be able to. I think I'm going to be interviewing a YouTuber. So,
Oh, right.
a YouTuber who does daily vlogs. So, hopefully, we'll be speaking to him and talking about what he does and how he does it.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
So,
Very good.
it's been quite a boring week, to be honest. Saturday didn't make any better, but we continue on.
What are you laughing at him coming?
I've just seen something on Chris Pugh's written. He said, "Don't know about you guys, but I'd much prefer it if we referred to Rowett as the Bronze Grove Mourinho." I do like that.
Yeah, it's not going to happen now.
Any jokes with number 18? No, don't think so. We'll go over that one.
Oh, hang on, there has been some breaking news. Darren Radolph has tried to throw himself in front of a number 8 double-decker bus, but fortunately it passed him harmlessly.
Is that it? Lame. Yeah, carry on, Capo. So I'm sorry. Yeah, Capo, what are you saying?
Not a lot really. I've just got. I've got a week off this week. Have a nice so I can catch up on all my social medias. Because I'll tell you what, the Wi-Fi in Wales is awful.
It is. Whereabouts did you go?
Down south. Can't remember. I've got literally like the brain of a fish.
Oh yeah, we know. Yeah. So, was it anywhere near Cardiff, Gower?
No.
Useless.
Oh dear me.
You don't care, do you?
What you got on then?
No,
This
not
rest
really.
of the week, Capo. What's your plans the rest of the week? Got any Alpari stuff doing?
I'm planning. Hopefully, going to do a Christmas do. So a Christmas charity night with auctions, raffles, bands. So just to raise a bit of money for Help Harry at Christmas.
Brilliant. All right, mate. Keep us up to date on that, won't you?
Yeah.
Did you actually go to the game then on Saturday?
No, I was in Wales, so
You're in Wales.
luckily with no Wi-Fi and no match to watch, I didn't get much stick until like 5 minutes ago when all my notifications came through.
Hurts, doesn't it, mate?
Does hurt. What do you think of the new manager then, Capo?
Well, I hope he brings some interesting things with him, because we haven't. It's just been boring down St Andrews at the moment, and we need something to liven us up. Hopefully, he's got the passion that we need. We'll just see what happens.
Well,
you can't judge him until he's done a job.
Not at all. And George Blue has just written on the shout box, Gary Rowett, quote, Gary Rowett, I want to produce a team that can replicate the pride and passion of the Blues supporters, a team they can believe in. I like his words.
Yeah, it's generic.
If he was able to replicate at least half the passion that the Blues fans had for the club, we'd be in the Champions League.
Not with that squad of players, though, mate.
No.
No.
Was he your choice, Capo?
I was hoping for Tony Pulis, to be honest, but oh well.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. I was edging on the side of Phelan personally.
Yeah, I think
With all his experience.
Phelan,
But then you look at a guy like that with all that wealth of experience and with all that just constantly winning stuff, and he comes to Birmingham City.
Yeah.
It would destroy him. It would just take him down as a human, as an individual. It would just wipe his mind. It would. Come on, Chris. Be real. Be real.
Yeah. I suppose you could look at it like that, but would have nice. Maybe just a tiny bit of it would have rubbed off. That would have been fantastic. You know what I mean? Like a win.
At home.
Yeah, a win at home, and we'd be running around the pitch. You know what I mean? Doing celebrations.
Right, Capo. What's your prediction for the weekend then, sunshine?
To be honest, I'm dreading it. I think are going to play us at the right time, to be honest, for them. I'm really not looking forward to it. I think we'll lose 2-1.
1-2, and the crowd?
25,000.
25. Okay, buddy, I'll stick you down.
QPR are winning 1-0.
Yes! Maggie Thatcher. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember it. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, the Beatles, Houses of Parliament. Yeah, I remember that.
Brilliant. Yeah. Okay, so that's good news coming out of London tonight then.
Yeah, see, there is a God.
Ta-da.
So that's what happened. We'll lose tonight. We'll win on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, I was in the club. Must admit, I was in the club on Saturday night, Chris, and I let them have their little moments. They were showing me little Facebook
Is this
snippets, and no, there's a couple of 3 Villa fans that come to the club, and but I genuinely don't talk football when I'm working. Right, I work in nightclubs, so I don't talk football, and I don't encourage people to talk football. But when the Blues win, I always play the Tamperer. followed by Mr. Blue Sky, and it's just always great to see that all the Villa fans, when they're drunk, dance into our tunes. Hey, get in, have it.
You boys took one hell of a
Can you scroll back on
yeah.
the chat box for us a little bit,
Back.
Chris? Please, and stay down. Up. There you go. Yeah, Pulis would never have come. You know, the next Premier League side to get rid of their manager will go after him. And scroll back down again a little bit. The other way, sir.
Other way.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry. Okay.
My apologies. Great for radio, this. Quick update from the weekend. Blues Ladies Development beat Durham 4-1 in the league. Second in the table after 4 games on 9 points. So, again, congratulations and well done to them. And also good luck to Karen Carney, who will hopefully get a 100th cap playing for England against Germany. And there's already been, I think, it's either 33 or 37,000 tickets sold for that game.
That's fantastic.
So that's pretty good.
That wouldn't have happened a few years ago, would it?
No.
Isn't it fantastic?
That's against
the ladies they've actually got a development team.
Yeah. Absolutely brilliant.
Talking to ladies, Sunderland ladies have just got promoted.
Champions, yeah.
Champions.
Yeah, Division 2.
Be good.
All right then, Capo, we'll let you crack on, sunshine.
Thank you very much.
Have yourself a good week. Don't get too downhearted, mate. You know, this is football. It's what it does to us.
Get you an after eights box, son.
See you, mate.
Laters, dude.
See you a bit. See you, bye.
See ya.
Bye.
George Blue says, I think Pulis would have got us up. Kept us up, I think that's probably supposed to mean, isn't it? But after that, I'm not sure. All right, if you scroll up, Chris, I'll see what else has been going on.
Okay. And then I'm going to give you some breaking news.
Breaking news. Love it. Right.
Oops, sorry.
The under-21s are also in action, aren't they?
Oops.
Drawing 1-1 to Romulus away.
Yes, yeah, that's the Blues under-21. I think
Yeah,
the Blues
Blues
under-21 squad currently drawing 1-1. Any idea who's scored for Birmingham?
I could get that right now.
Cheers. And, come on, got to be meeting with Panos phone in time. I don't quite get that one.
Nat Kelly scored.
Nat Kelly.
11th minute.
Has anybody heard anything from our beloved board in Hong Kong? No. But what I did actually hear from the FA, from the email that I sent the FA 2 weeks ago. I sent it 2 weeks last Monday, and they sent me an email back on Friday saying sorry that they hadn't responded. No, beg your pardon. Saying, have I had a response from the email, as I'd passed it on to somebody else, and I wrote back, no response to date. And then I had another email from them saying that they will respond within 5 days. And then I had a telephone call, because I left my telephone number with them, from a guy called James Webb, I think his name was. And he was explaining to me that it basically isn't anything to do with the FA, even though it was known as the FA Fit and Proper Persons Test. Nothing to do with the FA, and I really should get in touch with the league that we were in at the time Carson Young was inaugurated into the club, shall we say. So I went round in circles for 2 weeks, got nowhere. However, what I did say to the gentleman that rang me, I said, you've made an acquisition in our guru, media guru, Andy Walker. He says, oh yeah, I know. I said, you've got an absolute star there, he's brilliant. I said, give him our best regards, and again, we wish him well. Right, joining us on the line right now, then, the one and only Mr. Paul Smith.
Hi, Paul.
That was a bit of a nice build-up, weren't it?
I tried my best,
It was
mate.
the best
Yeah.
we could do.
I don't even get paid for this.
I was expecting drum rolls and fanfares and everything. Instead, I got Nick. Nick, the lottery winner.
I was expecting somebody better than Paul Smith.
Oh, well, this is what you get. This is the budget they're on now. It's
Absolutely, mate. This is the Birmingham City of radio, this is, kid.
Yeah. Well, this is my third radio interview today. So,
Really?
You know,
It'll be your best, believe me. You'll remember this one more than the others.
person.
Right, okay, what's been going on then, mister?
No, there's lots going on, isn't there? I mean, after the After 8 show on Saturday, well, it should have been Friday, but on Saturday, and the appointment of Gary Rowett this evening has been very, very interesting, isn't it? What's been going on at the Blues, and there's more to come in the next few weeks, I'd imagine.
Meaning
There's more to come in the next few weeks.
Meaning? I told you this would be the best interview you've done today.
Any old Nicky, eh?
Same old.
I just think that you know, I'm going to attend this meeting tomorrow that the trust are holding.
Okay.
This open meeting.
Unfortunately, I can't get there, Paul. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just going to.
I've got my ex-wife coming around for dinner.
I'm not going to pass the comment or anything.
That's all right.
No, I have actually. My ex-wife's coming around for dinner tomorrow night.
You know, so, but I don't see the point in protesting against a board that's not there. It's just frivolous, you know, pointless, futile, all the fancy words you can use.
I agree.
There's just.
And
You what, mate?
also, what would a protest do to a new manager and a new management team?
Exactly. So the best way to put the club in the shop window, as they say, is to get behind the team and fill the ground.
Is do what they did on Saturday. Do what they did on Saturday and sing till the end. Every single body
Exactly.
in there.
I mean, what you've got now in that management team is 4 or 5 people that understand Birmingham City Football Club.
No. I'll go one further than
the
that, Paul.
supporters.
Paul?
Yeah,
I'd go one further than that. They understand the supporters.
exactly. Because Mark Sale was there when the Kumars were there.
Yep.
I can remember him being on the front of a programme when we was playing Wolves. Funny enough, we're playing Wolves Saturday.
I've still got that
And there was
programme.
Mark Sale, 10'6" of him, and Steve Bull on the other side, and it said the Battle of the Strikers.
That's right,
No
yeah.
battle. So,
It was a shame that Mark got Paulie sick, didn't he?
yes, that's right.
He lived up by me, Abbots Bromley.
Oh, right, bloody
Yeah,
hell.
he lived up
There
that
you
way.
go. So,
Back then, I mean.
think
So I don't know where he lives now.
In Gary Rowett, we've got a very strong disciplinarian. You don't take no messing. You know, everyone's saying. I said this earlier on the radio. I mean, people are a bit concerned that he's come from League 2, but you know, David Moyes come from League 1 or the Championship as it was to go to Everton.
Where did Alex Ferguson come from?
It's not a. If the manager is confident and he believes in his own ability, he can make that step up quite easily. And I think, from what I've been told, he interviewed very, very, very well. And after his interview, there was no one else they was going to speak to. I mean, I know they speak to Mark Phelan, but Gary Rowett basically won the job within the interview, and the research he'd done into getting the job, bringing him round. He spoke to Richard Beale and a few other people just asking about the club and stuff. The guy really wants to be the Birmingham City manager, so in my book, if he can take that much make that much attention to detail in researching the job and what's been going on with the board, etc., and knowing he's going into the job eyes wide open, not, you know, thinking that we're going to get some money in a few weeks' time, or, you know, promises and that don't come off, if you know what I mean. So I think it's good for Birmingham City Football Club and good for the supporters, something to get behind and you know, shout forward.
So do you think this is a glimmer of hope now then?
I think yes, definitely. I mean, you know, I'm the ever optimist. My glass is always half full, but I've seen things since we had that meeting with Panos Pavlakis and the things that was discussed that day. There's changes that have happened, which you know, and them changes are going to continue to happen over the next few weeks. But this is what we got to understand is Panos can't come out and talk to the supporters, which he wants to do. I mean, he does on Twitter, but he wants to speak to the fans, but unfortunately he can't because of legal reasons. But in in the next few weeks, hopefully, fingers crossed and touch anything wood, that all that will be resolved, and then it's all systems go. You know.
Okay. The only thing we can do, Paul, is wait on that, and
Exactly.
we're getting twinges and feelings that something is going on in the background. We don't know what it is.
But how many times? I mean, and on the same token, if I switch it, how many times have we sat in this radio show and said, "Oh, something's going to be happening in the next few weeks," and it never has.
Yes.
But the difference this time is we haven't got a guy standing there saying, coming out and barefaced lying to the supporters. He's kept his counsel.
He has so
spoken,
far.
When he needed to speak, and he hasn't let anybody know anything that's going on, because he's working tirelessly behind the scenes to ensure that the future of our football club is stable. And when we've got a football club, and not just the men's team, but the ladies' team as well, he's working tirelessly to make sure the ladies' team has got a future. Because as we know, Peter Panner owns the licence for the Premier League for the ladies' team.
Yeah.
Great, isn't it?
I know. Yeah. I did tell you last week that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, the only good thing is Peter Panner doesn't own the bank account for the ladies' team. So in terms of monetary, he hasn't got any say on the money. It's just the Premier League licence. So there's things happening there. I mean, we're working closely with the ladies' team because they want to go professional next year, and working as supporters to ensure that they do that as well. So
that would be great, wouldn't it? Yeah, it'd be brilliant.
A few things that we can let you know in the coming weeks and what we're planning to do on that as well.
All right.
But yeah, I am the ever optimist, as I've said, and I think that Blues, there's some changes afoot, and we're going to be a lot happier in the coming weeks and months.
Well, we couldn't get much on happier, kid, could we, after this weekend?
And I wouldn't put it past Blues going to Molineux on Saturday and getting a result.
Right, can I have your prediction then, Smithy?
I think we'll win 2-1 Saturday.
1-2, and the crowd?
Well, we've sold out our allocation, so it'll be about 35,000 down there Saturday, because their ground hold's just over 35 now, doesn't it? So
35,000.
I'd say it'll probably be their first sellout this year.
35,000.
Yeah, easy. Yeah.
Okay, all right, easy. All right, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Wolves have got 22,000 season ticket holders.
Yeah.
they have,
So it will be a sellout for Wolves on Saturday, because they'll want to beat us 8-0, wouldn't they? Or better, it's the Dingles are like.
Yeah,
They're a bit inbred, aren't they?
They can't count to 8.
They can't count to us.
That's why they want to see it. It's a first, isn't it?
Oh, they can. They've got that many fingers on each hand.
Nice
So
one.
yeah, and I say, we're still putting the live music on before the home games on a Saturday, and it's going down really well. We've had some really good bands on there this year.
Any ideas?
So, I mean,
Sorry, go on, Smith.
Go on, sorry.
No, go on, you carry on, mate.
No, you just said something then.
Yeah, no, I was. It's all right.
He's multitasking.
I'll come back to it in a second.
Multitasking.
Oh, no.
I can't multitask.
No, I know he can't. No, he's trying.
Can drink and drive.
He can drink and drive, yeah.
I suppose, yeah, that's all right, yeah. But yeah, no, we've put some really good bands on there this year, and there's more good bands to come. So we've got Crossover coming up in a few weeks, and a few regular faces. Sam Rogers has played there. We had a great band called Tommy Oliver and his crew on Saturday from Wolverhampton. So we've had some really good bands in there. Ryan McNally was another good lad that we've had in there. So yeah,
Brilliant.
It's all good. Birmingham City are trying to do things for the supporters, and if there's something comes off that we're planning for December, it'll be the first for a football club.
Okay, cool.
No football club will have ever done it. So it's all looking good for the future.
Brilliant.
Right,
so
Smithy.
I've bored you enough now.
Smithy,
So
no.
you could shoot.
What was your prediction? You reckon Blues are going to win 2-1?
2-1.
I reckon Blues will win 2-1.
Okay.
And the goal scorers will be
It's a nice.
Imari Gray
Gray.
and Dave and Edgar from a corner. There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Edgar. Okay, I'll put that down, mate. George Blue, thanks for yours. Stay there a second, Smith, because I've got another question to ask you in a minute. George Blue is saying Wolves 2, Blues 1, 31,000. Right, Smithy. Was you at the game on Saturday?
What about Saturday?
Was you at the game on Saturday?
Yes, I was at the game Saturday.
Whose idea was it to play Happy at half-time by Pharrell Williams?
It wasn't mine. That's nothing to do with me. I think they have at the half time of the Blues. They have a supporters playlist request, don't they?
Yeah.
So,
Yes, they do. Yeah, but
it's just ironic, isn't it, that they would play Happy?
Yeah. 4 nil down. Happy.
I just made sure I went out and bought a box of After 8 straight away.
It can only happen at Blues, can't it?
Someone else bought them.
It can only happen at Blues, mate, honestly.
Well, as Block 11 sing, that's typical Blues.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, mate, it was good to catch up with you last week. Nice to see you again.
Yes.
You'll have to come in and do a session one night, I
pop
think.
in,
Smith.
you know where we are.
Ages.
Well,
You know
yeah,
where we
I said
are.
I'm coming on your 150 millionth show. So,
Yeah, 150th, yeah, coming up soon.
Might be a bit grayer then. But yeah, I'll definitely come in, definitely.
Fantastic.
All right, mate.
Great stuff.
All right then.
Nice
See you
one,
later,
cheers,
guys.
Paul.
Top call, Paul. Take care, mate. See you.
Bye. Bye.
Paul Smith, ladies and gents. Paul Smith. Friend of the show. Oh, dear me. Right, okay. Onwards and upwards. We've only got about 25 minutes left now, so get back to me programme notes. Lee Clark, tip for Blackpool. Good luck. I'm just saying. Currently programme downloads at Sports Radio Birmingham is 7,795 just prior to the start of this show. Download Spreaker to your phone. You can get it tomorrow. You can listen again. You can play the listen again button. How else can they get it, Chris?
Well, if you want to listen again, you can listen to our shows just by staying on this page, which is srbradio.com
or sports-radio.co.uk. They both link to each other.
Yeah, and if you go to the top of the page, there's a little button that says "Listen Again."
There you
Click
go,
that,
mate.
and you go to there you go.
Perfect.
Easy.
Perfect.
Can I just go back to what Paul was saying?
Yes.
He did briefly mention about a meeting tomorrow.
Yes, there is.
Can
At
I
the George.
just say that Sports Radio will be there as well tomorrow?
This is a meeting at the George tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Sadly, I can't get there. As I said, my ex-wife's coming for tea. You don't believe me, do you? Seriously, my ex-wife's bringing 2 kids around. They're coming for tea. There you go.
Who's cooking?
Me.
What's on the menu?
Spaghetti hoops?
Well, I've got in the fridge right at this present point in time. I've got 2 very big venison steaks, which I won them over the weekend.
I've never
on the
had
meat
venison.
raffle.
I want to try venison.
Won them on the meat raffle in the club, right? And I'm going to cook them in port and grated orange peel sauce. There you go.
Oh, okay.
I'm a connoisseur.
Man knows a thing or two.
Going back to the meeting tomorrow.
Yes, go on.
We're recording it, and it'll be available on Wednesday.
Wednesday, roughly what time,
I don't
Chris?
know what time
Okay.
yet, because we've got other shows going on, and I've got to rearrange things. But I think it's going to be around about 6:30.
Right, that'd be brilliant. I'll definitely download it and listen into it, but sadly I can't be there. I would like to have been there, but it's just similar scenario to yourself. It's too bloody far, to be perfectly honest with you. To do it 3 times in a week. Anyway, we've got a new country been added to our list of listeners, Chris, haven't we?
Yeah, we've had a very strange, quite a big listenership from Madagascar. of all
There you
places.
go, Madagascar. What are you laughing at?
That's really strange.
We're global. We're global, man. This is a global product you're working with here. This is it. This is the real deal, the shizzle, mate. Come on.
For some reason, on 2 consecutive Mondays, we had 18 people from Madagascar who tuned in at some time or other during the show.
18 different people.
Yeah, 18 different people.
That's incredible. See?
It's
See? You can't see this on radio, can you?
It's strange, isn't it? Madagascar. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. And lots of Russians are joining in now as well. So
Yeah. It's
strange old thing, isn't it? the
Tell you,
internet?
it's a great thing. I love it. I
Probably
love
haven't
it.
got a clue what they're listening to, but there you go.
Yeah. Okay, right, I'm going to read an open letter. Some of you may or may have not have seen it, but I'm going to read it and put it on air anyway. And this was written by Nat Peters, who we all know, friend of the show, Nat Peters.
Cracking
You know Nat?
services.
Never
You
heard
don't
of
know
him.
Nat? No, he's a bloggist, and he goes to a lot of the ladies' games, and he's usually at St Andrews. He was there with me.
We've
that
had him
week.
here a couple of times.
He was there when I had me bottle of whiskey, Chris, before the game.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was that game.
yeah.
No mind.
Every game, isn't it?
Anyway, this is by Nat Peters. They're his words, not mine. I'm just the platform for reading them out. Dear players, before I say anything, I should say that I don't hold you responsible for how far the club has fallen, and I don't even hold you responsible for the fact that this is probably one of the very worst teams that we've had in our 139 years. You can't be blamed for the prolonged mismanagement that has gone above you. truth be told, I don't think many of you would have got on with 100 miles. Many of you would have got within 100 miles of this club in days gone by. But it isn't your fault that the shirts have been given to you, and I don't blame you for wanting to play for this football club. It's a wonderful football club. I do accept that we aren't going to be pulling any trees up in this division. In fact, my gut feeling is that we're getting relegated this season. Though, I hope you can prove me wrong. I accept there will be many times where we will get beat by teams who are better than us. But what I or any other Blues fan can't accept is a team rolling over and dying like you lot did yesterday, i.e. Saturday. Your lack of fight, desire and resilience was disgusting. You and you alone have consigned us to the worst home defeat we have ever had and made us the laughing stock of football. There are ways to lose. If you lose, but you have given everything that you've got for the cause, then you will be applauded by the Blues fans who have stuck with you, stoically. We will be disappointed, but we also appreciate the fact that you couldn't have tried any harder. My mind goes back to a game we had against the great Arsenal team in the early 2000s. We were thrashed 4-0 at Sands, but the players who played that day were clapped off the pitch because people could see that they'd given their all, but were simply played off the park by a team light years ahead of us. That wasn't the case on Saturday. Before the game, I didn't have much hope of getting a result because Bournemouth are a very good side. But we simply rolled over and died. To a man, you simply looked like you had all given up, in spite of the fact that even at 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8-0, the fans stuck with you, showed the sort of resilience you couldn't be bothered to put up. You let us down badly yesterday. The song goes, we're Birmingham City, we fight to the end. To be honest, from the very start, none of you showed any inkling of a fight. You have left a city in shock. You have left the best bunch of fans in this country, or any other, totally devastated. I am not going to ask for a refund or any quibble like that. Ultimately, getting my money back isn't actually going to make me feel any less disconsolate after seeing what I saw. But all I would say is that there are well over 2,000 people who are heading to Wolverhampton next week, and whilst we hope for a good result, we expect a response. We expect a team that will try to compete, that if nothing else will kick and bite their way through 90 minutes of what is a fiercely contested local derby in an attempt to get a result. Blues fans will stick with you, but we always do. But we need something back. We need to see that the players have the pride in the shirts that they are wearing. As professionals, you should have your own pride. But where was it yesterday? I hope you all woke up, looked in the mirror this morning and thought, 25-10, 2014. Never, ever again. Even if we do end up getting relegated this season, even if we do lose a lot of games, I want you to at least make sure that nothing like yesterday's shambles is ever repeated again. That's not a lot to ask, is it? Yours, an ever-suffering, but ever-supporting Blue Nose. And that, ladies and gentlemen, sums up the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Very well done, that.
Very
put
well
together.
done, yeah.
Nicely put together.
Yeah.
He's not slagged anybody off specifically, right? Not targeted anybody.
No.
He's put it out to the team, and there is words, and he's entitled to write them. And I appreciated reading them just because I went to read it earlier, and I thought, no, I'm not going to. I'm going to read that up. Ollie messaged me last night, and sent me that. Mm-hmm. And I was going to read it last night, and I thought, no, I'll wait till tomorrow. And then I was going to read it earlier, and I thought, no, I'll read it straight, like without knowing the content of it. I didn't know the content of that until I've just read it, all right. And Nat, it's an absolute classic piece of writing.
He's a good writer. I've read a few of his blogs. Yeah, it's very good. Yeah, excellent. Yeah. Very good.
George Blue says it won't bother the players. They are laughing all the way to the bank. I don't know how much they get paid down at stands, to be perfectly honest with you, George. I can't imagine it being a lot. But like I said, even if it's a couple of grand a week, if it's
more than us, and we have to work. Well, I do.
And Rock and Roller top letter. Admin, I agree. Doco in. Can he change his name, please, Chris? Can you change his name?
Doco in. Oh yeah, that's fine.
Dear.
There's another one down here. Oh, Docker said it's the Polish Blue Noses.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
They're Polish Blue Noses were sitting next to me on Saturday.
Yeah, I think he's referring to the people that were the Russians that were.
Oh,
listening.
right, okay, cool. Yeah.
But he doesn't know the difference, you see.
And Chris Prue would like to try venison, but in this economy, I'm worried it's a little bit dear. Oh. What's the weather going to be tomorrow? Reindeer?
Get worse.
That was great.
Not many 8 jokes. Nice.
No, not many 8 jokes. We did loads last week, didn't we, Chris?
We did, yeah. He's forgotten them all.
They've all been used and rinsed too much.
Matt, I'm honestly like, I'm in Burton. We've got a player sent off in the early stage of the game, and I know we've got a very, very poor team, right? I know it's inevitable we're going to go 1-0 down, isn't it? Yeah? Mm-hmm. But when I got home from Burton, and it's like a 25-30 minute drive, something like that, yeah? When I got home and put my Twitter on again, it's 8-0. No. And then you start scrolling up your phone and you think,
there's more eights.
We've actually physically... I felt sick. I felt sick that I've got to come and face you today after last week.
Well, we both got one thing in common. We don't like the number 8.
I don't mind the number 8 because they got beat by it as well. Right? I just wasn't... Chris, I'm stuttering.
You're stuttering.
I'm stuck
Speaking
for words.
of them, they're still losing 1-0 to QPR.
Stuck for words. Yeah, great
I'm
stuff. Great stuff.
I'm very sad.
If there is anybody else out there that wants to have a go at winning the sports radio coat that's now gathering dust on all you got to do is predict the score, predict the gates within 200 either way, and it's yours. Write it in the shout box, text, email, Twitter, etc. Some interesting things coming through on that shout box now, Chris.
There are, yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
How many books did you pay?
Shinny deserves a chance. Look, Shinny Esther, he came with great expectations to Birmingham.
Who's this?
Shilly.
Eh?
Shilly.
Exactly who?
Yeah.
Andrew Shinny came down from Scotland, and he was reportedly to be up there, Scottish Player of the Year kind of thing. Yeah, and he's come down here, and now again, it might be that the change in management did get something out of the lad.
Mm.
It might be.
You never
it
know,
might
yeah.
be that Doco was right all along.
Yeah.
It might be that Doco was right all along. I've said that twice. Right?
That's right.
I
Well,
expect a reaction.
You might get one. Yeah. You never know.
Right, Doco, my venison. I paid £2 for 2 great big steaks, and I mean they are
good.
massive. It's in the meat raffle in the club, right by where I live.
Okay.
It's the British Legion Club, and they do a meat raffle every Friday, and I've won twice now in the last 3 weeks. 3 big lamb steaks and now these 2 venison steaks.
Only if our teams had your luck.
Well, you know, I need to win 8 times, don't I?
Can I just say, I've had an anonymous text.
Yeah.
I can't say who it's from.
Nope.
Okay. But I've been told that Panu would definitely be voted off the BIHL board in the next 2 weeks. Then some interesting changes will happen along the lines of investment ownership.
Well,
now, can I just say
yes.
that this it's a good source.
Yes, I know it's a good source because I can also see where it's coming from, and my lips will remain sealed.
Good.
However, I'm not too happy with the last 2 words.
Okay. Investment ownership.
Yeah, I want this current regime out of Birmingham
Right.
City Football Club forever,
Okay.
forever, because they have destroyed and taken away the very essence of my life. My Monday nights are consumed by this for 3 years. Yeah?
And mine.
We've a team of nothings on the pitch, and I can't see BIHL having any money to invest.
No. Well, isn't Birmingham... That's the way it works, but isn't Birmingham City the only asset of BIHL?
I believe so-ish. It's sort of thereabouts.
Yeah.
And there are millions and millions of shares out there somewhere.
Yeah.
Millions,
Right.
if not billions.
Trillions, baby.
I
So
don't know.
you're slightly pessimistic.
Mhm.
Okay.
And Pessimistic only about the last 2 words, right? I couldn't give a flying bat about Peter Panu, right? I'd like to interview him in here, but he wouldn't get passed through the door. To be perfectly honest with you. You know, I care not for Peter Panu. That's as public as I can make it. It's a public statement on a public forum. I care not for Peter Panu. I care not for Birmingham International Holdings as it is at the minute. All right? I care not for Carson Young. I care not. These are people that have taken the very, very thing that we, as football supporters, adore and love and cherish and hold and respect probably more than anything else we do in life whatsoever, yeah? And they have taken it and they have stripped it and they have destroyed it and they have lied and they have cheated their way to get to the football club, yeah? And yes, okay, you know, we all thought everything was nice and rosy, 19 games unbeaten in the Premier League, you know, Carling Cup winners 2011. But I feel personally, as a football supporter and somebody who dearly, dearly, dearly loves Birmingham City Football Club, that I've been cheated of that wonderful time. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
That period in time, Chris, when we were Premier status, right? And St Andrews was full every week.
It was a dream. Was it just a dream?
You know, a Wembley visit for Birmingham in a real cup. Did you know Birmingham City are the only Midlands team to have won
At the new Wembley.
not only that, but we're the only Midlands team in 20 years to hold a major trophy in the whole of the Midlands, man. Yeah. And they've taken everything that I had and owned, and I own a part of Birmingham City Football Club in my heart, Chris. Right?
Yeah.
Right. Because I walk into the place and I walk into there a proud person, right, and I walk out of there a person who's just torn to shreds, ripped, and they have taken away every single thing that I truly believe in. Which is why I come here every Monday and annoy you.
Yeah. One thing that has been consistent the last 3 years is false dawns.
Yeah.
We've
and
had,
lies.
We've had that
and lies.
every
and,
week.
And
this is going to happen. This is going to happen.
If what Smithy was saying
I
earlier
do
about
hope
Pavlakis.
Yeah.
Pavlakis?
Yes. Yeah.
And I don't want to be disrespectful to the guy. I don't know him. I can't be disrespectful to the guy. He's working for, as far as I'm concerned, Birmingham City Football Club. He has my respect. End of. That's it. Yeah. You know, if he can, and it is right what Paul said, that in a few weeks the guy might be able to open up a bit more, yeah, then he's got an opportunity to not only to do that, but to also make a name for himself within the football club as far as the supporters are concerned, because we are very, 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 very sceptical of anybody at board level and above.
Sure, yeah.
Very sceptical indeed.
We've had so many things, been told so many things that just aren't true. But anyway, back to the serious matter.
Yeah.
You should marinate your venison in white wine vinegar, olive oil, with fresh tarragon and bay leaf, and leave it for 24 hours, apparently. Don't forget, I was a banqueting chef at the Brum Metropole Hotel for 9 years.
Doco, could you do me a massive favour? Could you copy and paste that and stick it on my Facebook? Well, because what I'm going to do with this, it looks absolutely lovely. It's so dark. I was going to cook it. I was going to put it in the slow cooker this morning and slow cook it and port. That's what I was going to do with it, right? Yeah. But then,
no, you don't do that.
Marinating white vinegar, olive oil, fresh tarragon, bay leaf. Okay, but I've got my port, and my orange now. I'm going to do
improvise.
No, I'm going to do it when I get home. I'm going to do it when I get home.
Yeah,
I'm going to do it when I get home.
Half time, Villa losing 1-0.
I shall probably listen to the second half on radio on the way home.
Yeah,
because I am quite lucky, even though it's sort of like 50 miles away where I live, I can still just get radio. As I go, like there's a very, very steep hill as we go, Drake it in the Clay, if you know that way. No, all right. The other side of the other side of Burton on Trent.
Oh, right, okay.
Right, not quite. Sorry, beg your pardon. The other side of
Stoke,
Barton under Needwood.
Oh, right.
Barton under Needwood, which is the end of the A38 by the big Argos. Turn left there, and then you have to go down a very steep hill, and I'll lose all radio reception as you go down that hill until such time as you've gone about another quarter of a mile or so out, and then it comes back again. But
Could have been bigger aerial, mate.
But in that time, that's probably where the 4 goals were scored in the second half.
Didn't miss.
Where are QPR? Then
19th.
19th, right? Okay.
Or you're on about geographically.
No, without geographically. 19th. Ooh, that puts Villa. Ooh, pretty dope. That's pretty bad, isn't it?
Well, Matt is just going to check that out now. So
yeah.
Yeah. In other news, Birmingham were unlucky by all accounts.
What, on Saturday?
Yeah, for a good hour, it looked like it could go either way, but that was like sadly at 2 p.m.
Yes, Spaghetti Hoops, we have had exclusives tonight, and you won't hear them anywhere else.
No, Sports Radio's exclusives, mate.
Exclusive, mate.
Always bringing you the latest news here on Sports Radio.
Let's rock.
Sportsradio.co.uk. Sports-radio.co.uk to be precise.
George Blue's not happy that it's a cookery programme and not a football programme.
George, you're just really ripped, mate.
It's not old school Birmingham City.
You ain't got venison to go home to in a minute, mate. It's just a shame it's going to take me an hour to get home, hour and 10 minutes to go home, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Well.
Yeah, Villa loft in 2 points above the drop zone if it stays the way it is. Whereas at the start of the season,
Top of the league.
Yeah.
Well, that's the case every season after they played no games.
Yeah.
Docco's cookery tips. Look at this. Oh dear, I'm turning into Fanny Craddock over here.
Yeah.
He's going to turn into the next Gino. He's Docker.
Pork loins cooked in a red wine reduction. Oh, Docker.
The thing is, I reckon he's just copying and pasting.
Yeah, he's pinching these off the BBC Cook website,
he
isn't he?
wouldn't know how to spell reduction or Charlotte's. Or the for
That's shallots, by the way.
I know, yeah. You know what? I worked in a French restaurant for 3 years as well. Oh well, we're all Charlottes.
Oh my god! Oh, brilliant!
Oh, well,
think about this. 5 years ago today, Southampton were 22nd in League One. Today, they sit second in the Premier League. Anything can happen in 5 years. Yes, I understand that, Chris. Yeah. I genuinely understand that. But at my age, I'm 53 this Christmas Day, mate. That's going to make me 58. I don't even know if I'm going to be here, to be perfectly honest with you. And I want it. I'm just mad. No, mad.
Not Craddock, just a fanny.
Just a fanny. Well, it's been. Even though we've had the biggest thrashing in the club's history at home, it's been quite a fun night tonight, Matt.
Yeah, a lot of energy on tour.
A lot of energy. A lot of energy. Have you felt the energy tonight, Ken?
Yeah.
Huh? Well, I don't mind talking about my venison and my... well, I was going to say crab steaks. My mind was going to the doctors this morning.
I've only had 2 beers as well.
None for me, by the way. Matt has had a Coke. You're driving, aren't you, mate?
I'm driving.
Right, okay.
I'm driving.
I'm not.
Well, I've got nothing else to say now, Chris.
No,
I really haven't, mate.
We've got towards the end.
I'm gutted that that's happened. In one way, I think it possibly may have speeded the process up of getting a manager in. And, you know, from around this table, apart from Matt, of course, we have to wish Gary Rowett all the best. Rowett's return.
I do wish Rowett the best.
That was mine earlier.
Okay.
Rowett's return.
It's logged.
Rowett's return. And
it's actually trending.
Sorry?
It's actually trending.
It probably is, yeah. only in this street, though. But no, we've now got a situation where everybody's now got what they wish for. Lee Clark's gone, right? I did say last week, be careful what you wish for. We've now had 9 goals stuffed past us in 2 games, 8 in 1. Yeah,
we've had 10.
4 in each half. And now we have a new manager and a new management team. And the manager, out of all the things that I can think of, certainly doesn't seem to have the kind of reputation that Lee Clark had. And I won't disrespect him, and I won't say that he has got a reputation. I can't say anything about God because I don't know him. But I'll go, you know, from what other supporters have said, you know, the kind of antics that he possibly used to get up to. Again, that's a possible. I don't know. But let's just hope that Gary Rowett is going to be the man for the job, and he starts just to turn round the destruction of a football club, because I'm watching it die in front of my eyes. I will leave you with that. Matt, thanks ever so much, mate. Great to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Great to see you.
And I need to have the last word.
Who, sorry?
I need to have the last word.
You do.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Charlotte.
We are the lads from the Tilton Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? Let's hear you in the car, singing our song, helping and sharing the load. It's worth the pointed roll when we sing together. We're there at the end of the road. We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy